Hey people, it is Monday, January the 10th. The time is 8:45 in the morning. And the temperature is minus 10 degrees Celsius with a wind chill of minus 19. And I'm here at the corner of Carlton Street and Sherbourne Street. And I'm going to take a walk south down Sherbourne Street. I think all the way down to the Esplanade. And then from there I'll make my way westward into the heart of downtown. And I'm just passing Allen Gardens. And you can see the financial district peeking through the trees. We will eventually make our way over there. So I think this is the coldest day of this winter season so far. An extreme cold weather alert has been issued for the city of Toronto. And warming centers have opened up to help out those in need who have no place to go. Just have to wonder how warm those people are in those tents. I believe once the temperature gets down to either minus 15 or minus 20 with the wind chill, that's when extreme cold weather alerts are issued. And being minus 19 with the wind chill right now, I suppose they figure that is close enough. And it very well may dip down another degree. Just crossing Gerrard Street East. And we're approaching the famous Kenny versus Spenny house. And there's a development proposal for this empty lot here, 10-story residential building. Here's the old Kenny versus Spenny house, where all those disgusting challenges took place. If you haven't seen that show, it's all on YouTube, I believe. It's really something else. Or maybe this was the house, actually. You know what? My bad. This was the Kenny versus Spenny house. Right here. That's right. So nothing disgusting took place there. Or maybe something did and we just don't know about it. But many things that we did know were disgusting took place here. So, there you go. And I rather like some of these old historic homes along Sherbourne here. Too bad the street has such a bad reputation, but I don't think it's totally deserved. It's only around a couple of intersections to the south that Sherbourne really lives up to its reputation to some degree. and that being Dundas and Sherbourne and Queen and Sherbourne. And it's really just around those intersections. As I say that, I walk past a bunch of police cars. There certainly is enough litter around here. Once you get away from the spick and span parts of downtown, you'll find that Toronto does not quite live up to its reputation as being a spotless city free of litter. At least in certain neighborhoods. But they certainly do keep the downtown pretty clean and tidy. And here's Dundas and Sherbourne. This is normally a very busy intersection with all sorts of interesting people, but not so much on a freezing cold Monday morning. And I believe this empty lot is also up for redevelopment with a new affordable housing project. And these old apartment buildings are getting a bit of a rejuvenation, at least on their exteriors. Some new cladding and new paint jobs. I can see these buildings from my apartment window. And here is Shooter Street. So over there is the Moss Park projects. And then here's Moss Park itself. This neighborhood is also referred to as Moss Park for the most part. And a nice shot of the financial district. And there's the most infamous Dollarama in the city. being just up the street from Queen and Sherbourne. There's the Moss Park Arena. And coming up to Queen Street. And I'm quite enjoying the way all these lights are staying green for me. Usually it's the opposite. So now once crossing Queen Street heading south, Sherbourne becomes more or less just like any other east side downtown street. I wouldn't call this part of the street sketchy at all, really. This is a mixture of condos and apartment buildings and lots of regular commercial enterprises. And as you can see, there are these curb-raised bike lanes here extending along Sherbourne on both sides. And of course I jinxed myself by talking about getting the green lights a moment ago. Didn't have to wait too long. Oh, got a dog rumble. I guess this is dog walking time. And here's Adelaide Street. And I got another red light. heard a dog barking, and that explains why. Yeah, I definitely jinxed myself. Not that I believe in such things, but it's just fun to blame that. So here's King Street. And here's Front Street. Well, it looks like they've closed down this gas station in preparation for a new development here. A tall residential tower, I think over 40 stories, will be rising on that site. You can see a rendering of it off on the side of that building up ahead. And that'll be one less gas station left in the downtown area. Those are dropping like flies. I can think of a few others that are also going to be disappearing soon due to redevelopments. There's Front Street. You can see a few very tiny little flakes coming down. They barely even register as snowflakes, but I don't think there's any forecast for snow in the city other than maybe trace amounts due to a couple of outbursts of flurries later in the day. Just outside of the city, though, there has been some significant snowfall. And here's the Esplanade, so we will begin heading westward now. Maybe I'll cross to this other side here. get a better view heading into the financial district. I think the last time I walked down here was during our first major snowfall of the winter season at the end of November. And it was quite a pretty sight. If you haven't seen that video, you should check it out. It was probably my most viewed video over a several day long period, I think, of 2021. More morning dog walking. And even more. I think I've seen just about as many dogs this morning as I've seen people. Of course, the dogs are with the people, so maybe it's about even. Here's George Street. Here's Lower Jarvis, the south side of St. Lawrence Market. I just recently did a walking tour through St. Lawrence Market, where I actually went inside for once and walked around. And this temporary building will be coming down soon. Although temporary is kind of a funny way to put it, since it's been here for years and years and years. But the new North Market building on Front Street across from the main building is well underway, so once that's completed, this will be coming down, and this lot will probably be up for some sort of redevelopment. And there's Market Street. The last several videos and live streams, or last live stream, in addition to the last several videos I've done, have all been in this frigid cold weather. Yesterday, strangely enough, was a rather mild day. It was several degrees above freezing, but I just stayed in and didn't shoot any videos yesterday. And now today's back to the freezing conditions again. Looks like this new building is pretty much completed. It's a nice addition to the neighborhood. And actually, I think I'm gonna head north on Church Street here. I'll just go against the light. Like I said in one of my recent videos, when it gets this cold and there's no traffic, I don't see the point in standing at a red light. Just don't follow my examples, kids. Or say that again. And here's Toronto's only remaining Banksy in its original location. I always like to point that out anytime I walk past here. There's one other Banksy downtown, but it's been moved into the lobby of an office building that occupies the site of the original building that the Banksy was painted on. That building was destroyed to make way for the new office building, but they did extract the Banksy from the site before demolition and erected it inside the new office tower in the lobby in a display case. That must really pump up his ego, right? Treating his works with such reverence. Here's the original shoreline of Lake Ontario. Another interesting little tidbit here along this southern part of Church Street. And the Flatiron Building once again. Actually, what I wanted to do was check out this little walkway over here. I should have walked up the other side of church, I guess, after all. So now I'm left wondering which way I should go. I could have taken Church Street up to King, but I always thought this little walking path was kind of neat looking, and there's a cool view of St. James Cathedral, kind of terminating the view. There it is right there. And maybe the gate is open. Normally you can walk straight through to King Street, but sometimes the gate up ahead is closed, forcing you to head over to church, but it looks like it's open. And that's the tallest church steeple in Canada. And I think one of the tallest in North America. So now we're heading into the financial district here along King Street. For a second I thought I had to go down to the street, but I do have this set up this way. This is the new Google head office. Of course, the Canadian head office, of course. And there's a look up Toronto Street. A very short street, but a very attractive one. Passing by the King Edward Hotel. This is where the Beatles stayed every time they were in Toronto during their tours in 1964, 65, and 66. I did a walking tour a little while back, talking about the Beatles' visits to Toronto. And here's Victoria Street. Trying to get a shot without all these ugly overhead power lines. There we go. Coming into the heart of the financial district. It's King subway station. And it's a very quiet Monday morning. Normally at this time, on a Monday morning, it would be bustling. People heading into the office. North on Yonge Street. And it is looking quite dead around here. When things are this quiet, I like to walk out in the middle of the street like the singing man and get some good shots. Adelaide Street. And now I've got the wind in my face. I'm having flashbacks to Friday when I shot my walking videos with the wind. Well, the pigeons are keeping warm on that grate there. Must be expelling some steam. Richmond Street. And here we are at Queen, so I'm going to start wrapping up the video. I hope you enjoyed the walk on this frigid Monday morning. The coldest day of the winter season so far. Starting at Sherbourne and Carlton, walking south down Sherbourne, down to the Esplanade, and then along the Esplanade and up into St. Lawrence Market neighborhood, and on to King Street, through the financial district to Yonge, and now north on Yonge here to Queen. So leave a comment below if you enjoyed the walk, and like and share and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And be sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal and via my merch store. And you can also find me on Instagram under KContinuum. So thanks for watching, and be sure to keep checking back because, as always, I will continue.